Good evening, and welcome to Big Z Sports' presentation of high school softball tournament coverage. Tonight, in this Division IV regional semifinal, the Strasburg Tigers take on the Manchester Greyhounds at Pickerington Central High School. Tonight's game is presented by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency and Altman Hospital. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Wood Electric, Advancing Athletics, PAC Drilling, the Commercial and Savings Banks, W&M Commercial Roofing, Country Club Retirement Campus, Kent State Tuscarawas, and McInturf Realty. Now let's head to the field with Big Z Sports.
Big Z Sports back in Pickerington for your Wood Electric pregame show before regional semi-final action. Strasburg versus Manchester. It's the Tigers against the Greyhounds. Good evening, everyone. Nick McWilliams, joined by Adam Selesky and the Claxon Communications crew of Lydia Brady, as well as Greg Perkins. Thank you so much for tuning in as we get set for what promises to be a great matchup, one of the top teams in the state against one of the great underdog stories so far. Adam, we've learned a lot about this Manchester Greyhounds team when we arrived here. Of course, their village of Manchester down along the Ohio River. First ever time that they have won a district championship. First time, I think, in 30 years that they've won a league title as well. 24-1 season. They are riding high, but they face off against the defending state champions.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Nick, that's, whenever you were talking to me about all the firsts that they've had this year, it almost gives you that David versus Goliath feel, because Strasburg's on the opposite end of that spectrum. They have several state titles. They have several 20-win seasons. And not to mention, they just went down this path last year for another state title. So they could say they've been here, they've done this, they know what to expect. Manchester on the other end of that. It's all new to them, but, fantastic for them. You feel great for those kids, especially for those seniors, that they've been in that program for 4 years, and they've reached, they're on their way to that ultimate goal.
It's always interesting to see how that's going to affect a team, whether it's going to be a benefit for them or whether it's going to be kind of a crutch almost. So we will wait and see what Manchester is able to bring. It was great, though. You have no idea how excited they were about the fact of being here in Pickerington. But for Strasburg, kind of almost their second home. At this point, when it comes to Tigers softball, we know about the defending state champions, 8-time state champions now. This really is just kind of the place that, a lot of teams aim for a regional round. They just expect to get there, but that doesn't mean that they don't work incredibly hard to get here, and they work day in and day out, and the success continues to be there.
Absolutely. You can never say that Strasburg's success isn't unearned, because it's definitely earned. The hours they spend in the off season, in the season, when they're growing up as youth, they put the time in. They want that ultimate goal as many times as they can, and they're going to work for it to make sure they're in the best possible situation to get it.
As of course, so rundown of what's coming up now in the Wood Electric pregame show. Of course, we'll be talking with both head coaches, brought to you by the Commercial and Savings Bank. For Manchester, it's Matthias Applegate. For Strasburg, of course, it's Tom Spidell. We have plenty of action set for you this evening, and of course the winner of this ball game will move on to the regional final, which is scheduled for Friday right here from Pickerington Central High School. Of course, depending on the outcome, I'd imagine Big Z Sports will be back here as well.
I would only assume that's what the case will be, and the winner of this game, we do know, will take on Portsmouth Notre Dame, who was a regional final contender last year. So they can also say they've been here, they've done that, which is who Strasburg knocked off last year to advance to Akron.
Well, we're going to wait and see what happens. We are only about 12 minutes away now from first pitch from Pickerington. Don't go anywhere. Big Z Sports is back from the PAC Drilling mobile studios after this.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in Sugar Creek, Strasburg, and downtown New Philadelphia, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes and teams good luck.
When struggles seem too tough, when sickness takes a hold, when cancer picks a fight, when baby's on its way, when life throws you a curveball, we've got you. With nearly 130 years in your backyard, Altman knows you and knows your community better than anyone. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family, and we want you to be the healthiest you can be. Altman, we are ready. We've got you.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show. It's regional semifinal action for Division 4 Big Z Sports. Following along with the Strasburg Tigers set to do battle with the Manchester Greyhounds. Head coach for the Tigers now, brought to you by Commercial and Savings Bank, Tom Spidell. Coach, I know you guys were excited to be down here again. Pickerington probably going to start feeling like a second home here before too long, right?
Yeah, we hope so. We enjoy coming down here, and they treat us well, and it's a nice facility, so we're looking forward to today.
Now, occasionally when you guys have come downhill, you run into teams that you've seen many different times. You kind of know what maybe to expect. Not necessarily the case now, obviously, with this Manchester team that's really went on a remarkable run. So what do you know about the Greyhounds?
Yeah, I was able to find some film on them and watch a few of their games and stuff. I know, they've only lost like one game, and they're, 24 wins and stuff. I know they got 3 or 4 batters that are batting over 500. So, we got our work cut out for us. We'll have to play well.
Now, you guys, obviously, with the layoff since the district championship, I know that was a game that you guys were not necessarily overly pleased with. 2 victory over Connaughton Valley, a little bit tighter than you would have hoped. So what have you guys focused on since then? Maybe how have you stayed loose and not get bothered so much about a close game?
Yeah, I'm happy with if it's 1-0, as long as we're on the one side, it's all good. Some of the girls weren't real happy with some things in the way we played, but that's okay. We had a scrimmage on Monday with Triway, which helped, just trying to stay in the flow of things and go over certain situations with them, which was nice. So it was good to get back out on the field and not wait a whole week before we was in some game situations. So.
And finally for you, Coach, traveling down here, decent bus ride for Strasburg, obviously. We know that the happiness was that we saw everybody kind of celebrating when they got here, but I know the nerves are still present. So how do you keep your girls focused and tell them to not look too far ahead of this with the recent success in the regional round? Right.
And that's what we said, fear nobody, but respect every opponent. We've said that since day one. So we've got to be ready to go. It doesn't matter. Everybody's record at this point's 4-0 heading in, so we all have to be ready. And, we're just trying to take it one game at a time. And, we are a pretty veteran team, a lot of senior leaders there, so hopefully that helps, keeps us calm, and everybody right now seems in a good spot.
And I guess I do have one final question for you, Coach. I think I know the answer to this, but starting on the mound for you guys with Amelia Spidell, obviously. Confidence with you guys being able to trot somebody out who does that well every game?
Oh, it's huge. Even last year's tournament run, we talked about needing 3 runs. If we get 3 runs, we feel pretty confident that we can win the majority of the game. So, that really hasn't changed any. If anything, we're hoping maybe 2 or 1 is all we need, but we sure would like to get more than that.
We'll have to wait and see. Thank you so much for your time, Coach, and good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That was head coach for the Strasburg Tigers, Tom Spidell, brought to you by the Commercial and Savings Bank. Coming up, we have your WM Commercial Roofing starting lineups, and, of course, first pitch from Pickerington, regional action after this.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Planning your next vacation or home improvement project and worried about managing expenses? CSB can help with that. Setting a goal is the first step to achieving your vision, and CSB's Money Manager tool helps you get started. Whether you are recovering from Christmas spending or preparing to send kids to college, the Personal Financial Management tool helps you set goals, track your spending, and monitor your progress. Money Manager is available within CSB's online banking. Check it out today. The Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show live from Pickerington. It's regional semifinal action, and we feature the Manchester Greyhounds taking on the Strasburg Tigers. We're in the dugout with the coach, brought to you by the Commercial and Savings Bank. It's head coach Matthias Applegate for Manchester. Coach, you guys came in here, big smiles, ready to go. I know you guys are very much looking forward to today's challenge.
Yep, the girls are excited. They ushered us out of town. They thought it was a pretty cool deal. Coming up here to Pickerington, first time in school history we've won the district title. So, we're on a high right now. We know what's at stake here. With Strasburg, defending state champions, #1 ranked team in the state, but the girls are ready to roll.
Now, you got to run me through that. First ever district championship in school history. You guys come in here to the regional rounds now. Riding high like that, what has the feeling been, I guess, the last few days?
The girls, they're just, feel like they're, walking on the air. They're just so excited. School's out. However, the community's just been, so supportive of us. And it's just so, unreal just even being in this opportunity with this group of girls. But, from the beginning of the season, that was their goal, was to win district. So I'm very proud of them, and here we are.
And I'm sure not done with the districts naturally, but on top of that, going through your regular season, you guys had a heck of a year. So what was the secret to the magic for the Greyhounds?
These girls, we went to Tennessee early season and, stayed in a hotel, and, just a great opportunity for the girls to bond. We had a loss down there, but we bonded as a team, and we've just continued to build off of that. First time in 31 years that we won the league, and we actually went undefeated in the league and won the first ever Gold Glove for Manchester softball. So this group of girls are really gelling together real well right now, and hopefully we continue.
I'm underselling it then, I guess, for all these things that you guys accomplished. That's great to hear, first of all. But one final thing for you, you mentioned about Strasburg being the defending state champion. Obviously, you guys know how big of a challenge it is. What do you see out of the Tigers, and what do you guys hope to do well and try to pick up this win?
They just don't make mistakes. They're just, a very fundamental ball club, very well coached, and, they just, everything they do, you can tell they bring a lot of energy from their crowd. So we know it's going to be a pretty hyped up game.
Perfect. Well, Coach, thank you so much for your time, and good luck to the Greyhounds.
Thank you very much.
That was head coach Matthias Applegate, brought to you by the Commercial and Savings Bank. Of course, the Manchester Greyhounds set to do battle with the Strasburg Tigers. Coming up, we have head coach for Strasburg, Tom Spidell. Stick around for more of the Wood Electric pregame show after this.
I'm Dr. Michele Iona. At Advancing Athletics, our Fuel, Move, Recover philosophy can help anyone be their best. Here's what thriving looks like.
I'm an FMR athlete. I'm an FMR athlete.
I'm an FMR athlete.
From high school to aging well, no one will take care of you and your kids better than us.
Is your commercial roof leaking and causing damage, but you can't afford to fully replace your roof? WM Commercial Roofing believes in finding solutions that will work best to fit both your budget and your needs. We customize repair and maintenance plans that will fix your roof leaks and extend the life of your roof so that you can have peace of mind. WM Commercial Roofing. Commercial roofing you can trust. Check us out at wmcommercialroofing.com or call 330-275-0088. That's 330-275-0088.
Pets are a very important part of your family, and you only want the best for your fur baby. When you shop at We Love Pets in New Philly, they will take the time to ask questions getting to know you and your pets before suggesting the right product. Plus, We Love Pets only offers the highest quality products at competitive pricing. For all your pets' needs, including their grooming spa, We Love Pets can help. Learn more by visiting WeLovePets.com.
Back to your Wood Electric pregame show as we get set to round things out here from Pickerington. Before today's first pitch, of course, a big thank you to both head coaches, Matthias Applegate for Manchester and Tom Spidell for Strasburg. It is time for your WM Commercial Roofing starting lineups. I will start with the Manchester Greyhounds. Leading things off for them is the shortstop, number 16, Jenna Campbell. Then in the second spot is number 14, the pitcher, Riley Young. Number 25, Emily Applegate. She plays third base. She bats third. First baseman, number 3, I'm going to mess it up, Kameo Carter. And in the 5 spot, it's the catcher, number 7, Maggie Roberts. In the 6 spot, number 15, the right fielder, Harley Rideout. In the 7th spot, Chloe Freeman, the second baseman. She wears number 5. Designated player, Abby Naria. She is in the 8th spot, number 34. And number 12 in the 9 spot, J-Lise Applegate. She's the left fielder. Also, your flex in center field will be Ashley Dunn. That's your WM Commercial Roofing starting lineups for the Manchester Greyhounds. Adam Soweski, you've got the Strasburg Tigers.
Yeah, leading off for the Tigers is the pitcher, number 19, Amelia Spidell. Number 11, the senior, Haley Rieger. She'll be playing second base. Number 16, Olivia Spidell. She'll be playing shortstop. Number 43, another senior, Maggie Richards. She'll be playing center field. Number 26, Sydney Sibla. She'll be catching. Also another senior on the Tigers. Number 9, Ella Gilkerson. She'll be playing first base. Number 99, Lily Myers. She's the designated player. Number 7, Audrey Allensworth. She'll be playing third base. Number 77, Riley Becker. She'll be playing right field. And number 55, Ada Richards. She'll be in left field in the flex spot.
Thank you for that, Adam. And again, thank you for WM Commercial Roofing for bringing your starting lineups. We are just a few moments away now from today's presentation, brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency and Altman Hospital. Regional semifinal action from Pickerington. Manchester enters at 24-1 this season off their district championship. As for Strasburg, 24-2 off their own district championship. You're hard-pressed to find a better matchup on paper than this, Adam.
Yeah, absolutely. 48-3 entering today's contest. I think both teams are happy with where they sit right now. As for the Tigers, obviously being the visiting team today, they got one goal. They want to get some runs on the board early and kind of set the tone for the game, because you know how dominant Amelia Spidell has been this year.
And I don't know if anyone can pick this up over our audio here, but the wind has definitely picked up in Pickerington. It's blowing almost straight in from left center, Adam. I don't expect too many long balls today.
No, and I'll tell you, the fine folks here, they did everything they possibly could for us to get us situated for today's game. I even mentioned it was nice of them to turn that nice little breeze on to keep us cool up here. I think they need to turn it back just a little bit.
Just a skosh.
It's howling right now.
We just need a light little breeze. Well,
yeah, so maybe he's got a controller over that for the wind. We'll just turn it down just a little bit.
Well, enough talk for the pregame. It's time for regional semifinal action. Amelia Spidell will lead things off for the Tigers, and she will watch ball number 1 that goes high. On the mound for Manchester, we mentioned in the starting lineups, it's Riley Young. We got to talk with Coach Spidell about anything that they got to see from the Manchester Ace. He said she's got some good stuff, and the bats are going to have to be patient, but he believes there are opportunities there. Next pitch is over the head of Spidell, so now it's 2-0.
Yeah, seeing in their district championship game for the Greyhounds, she threw the complete game, 7 innings, only allowed 3 hits, had 3 strikeouts. So that tells me that obviously the defense was there to play with her, in the field for her when the ball was put in play.
Third baseman playing way in for Spidell, who watches ball number 3. I do not know necessarily how Manchester normally runs a defensive alignment, but we could go ahead and tell them I don't think Amelia's putting one down.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think the word's out. Strasburg's known to bunt. They're known to bunt early and often, but 3-0 count, I wouldn't be looking for it either.
Just catches the corner, so now it's 3-1.
I'm sure that felt good there for the pitcher to finally get that first one over the plate. Calm those nerves a little bit.
It's now the 3-1 delivery from Young as she'll kick and fire. Outside corner, Spidell offers for strike 2. Young went to the same spot and has the count now full.
A lot of pitchers like to work that outside part of the plate. It makes it more difficult on the hitter to barrel it up. If you do get contact, it could be off the end of the bat. You have to have precision hitting to be able to hit that pitch.
Next delivery from Spidell's ball number 4 as it goes all the way to the backstop. So a good at bat for Spidell. who actually makes Young throw 6 pitches there to start the ball game. It's Haley Rieger who will step in from second base. Rieger struggled at the plate in the district championship, had a nice game in the field defensively. I'm sure she's looking for a couple big hits here, get her confidence going as this tournament rolls on.
Yeah, Haley's had a great season up until this point, so yeah, I expect big things from her.
Strike one called goes inside, almost right down the pipe. What a crowd on hand for both these sides. For Manchester, as we mentioned, traveling all the way up from the Ohio River, Strasburg, obviously coming down from just north of our station. Young's next delivery is inside. And Rieger's going to turn on it and get it over the head of the third baseman. A single for Rieger puts 2 runners on early for Strasburg. Hey, it wasn't a great contact, but might have been just what the doctor ordered for her.
I would say that was actually a great pitch. It got her in on the hands, but Rieger did a good job of finishing her swing. And actually, you could hear it. That ball hit off the handle area of the bat, but she was able to muscle it into left field for a base hit.
So now it's Olivia Spidell, the shortstop, who will step in. I'd mentioned that third baseman playing in, and Rieger could not have placed that ball any better over her head. Next delivery from Young is going to catch the zone. Strike one. So far of the 4 strikes she's thrown, Adam, every single one has been in the same spot in the zone. The 2 to Spidell were on the outside for her, but to Rieger and the other Spidell, they have been on that same inside part, obviously going from lefty to righty, and there's going to be another one.
Yeah, she definitely likes that side of the plate.
I take it back. That was actually ball one. I jumped the gun, I guess.
Well, I was agreeing with you because I thought I heard him, but he was checking to make sure everybody was on their toes.
Apparently.
We are not.
1-1. It was inside again and got Spidell to offer. And I guess we did have it right, so it is strike number 3. No, it is strike 2. Okay. Spidell thought it was 3. I think she thought the Blue said that Blue said it was strike 2 on that previous pitch.
Blue with some early testing of both teams, the announcers, the PA guy. He's testing us all early.
Look, man, we're not prepared for this. Come on. So the 1-2 upcoming for Young. Young actually wants the call again. She didn't quite know what it was, and now she's getting the call from Coach Applegate. And I think he actually wants an explanation because I thought he was probably in the same boat as us, and he gets the clarification.
My thing is, obviously, I have a headset on.
Coach Applegate and Olivia Spidell having a laugh back and forth. It says Coach Tom Spidell with them. That's good to see, some good what's the word I'm looking for? Sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship, yeah. I'll tell you what, I have a headset on, but I could have swore on that second pitch I heard him call strike, but it was never.
Oh! Olivia Spidell takes one off the face mask and will jog down to first with the bases loaded. I know that's not where Young was trying to go, and thank goodness for the face mask.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, and obviously not much Liv Spidell could do there, but if you have a pitcher that's going to throw you inside, a lot of times coaches will tell you to crowd the plate even more, because what that'll do is it'll force the pitcher's hand to have to throw outside because it's very difficult to locate that pitch.
Or just give free bases all game long.
Yes.
So Young now in quite the predicament. No outs, bases loaded, top of the first, with Maggie Richards from the power spot stepping in for Strasburg. She'll watch ball 1. Richards, Adam, thankfully okay after an interesting pregame warm-up.
Yeah, it was one of those things that kind of caught our eye. They were just jogging out, and the next thing I know, she went down. But yeah, she perfectly fine.
Richards will swing and foul it back off the cage. That was an inside corner jam job. She did get her hands to it, but a little behind. Such a difficult thing that people don't realize for softball, or that whenever you have to try to teach your batters to get their hands in front of that ball when it's inside, it's not an easy task.
No, that's why a lot of hitters are looking middle out when they're hitting.
Well, Richards got strike 2 on the outside corner. I waited for verification that time.
Yeah, middle out's usually where most hitters are looking. So when you throw inside, if you're able to locate that inside fastball, it could make it very difficult on the hitters.
1-2 count to the Tigers center fielder. Young's ready. She'll offer. Swung on, line drive up the middle. It's a base knock. It's 1 RBI at least for Richards. Here comes run number 2 as Richards will hold up at first. Spidell stops at second, but both Spidell and Rieger come around to score. It's a 2-0 lead for Strasburg.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there by Maggie Richards. Hit it in the gap there in right center. Found the hole. Little bobble was enough for the Tigers to get that second run across. Tigers lead 2-0.
Now batting the catcher.
2 RBI single for Richards, who, if I'm not mistaken, Adam, in the regular season was the team leader in RBIs and showing it right there. or showing a reason why right there as Sibla steps in.
Yeah, she was a permanent fixture in that 4-hole, which is usually what you're looking for.
There's a ball that actually got stopped by the catcher, but it fell right underneath her. She didn't know where it went. Both runners are going to move up on the passed ball. Sibla, by the way, if anybody remembers last year's broadcast down here in Pickerington, I think it was the fielder directly to our right. She mashed a monster 2-run shot to left center.
Yes, she did, and there's a bus out there right now that she almost hit. It was in the same spot.
Sibla swings and fouls it away. I think she maybe heard us talking about that and was aiming for probably the scoreboard out here maybe. About the same spot that she hit it last year.
Yeah.
So it'll be a 1-1 count. Again, no outs, both runners in scoring position. Tigers jumping on the Greyhounds early in this regional semifinal. Young's delivery. Sibla gets under it, right field. Trailing back, and it will be caught by the right fielder. Here comes Olivia Spido. Home throw is cut off, and it's a sacrifice RBI for Sibla, who nods her head at her first base coach, saying, yeah, I got my job done.
That's all she had to do, put the ball in the outfield. That's plenty deep enough to score that run.
So first out, a runner stays in scoring position at second in Richards. Ella Gilkerson stands in, the first baseman. First delivery, swung on, fouled away. Young has lived on the inside corner, which she's lived on the inside corner to right-handed batters, to lefties, although albeit with the two of them, she's kind of gone outside.
And I don't know, obviously I've never paid super close attention, but I noticed Ella Gilkerson, her feet are on the line.
She's close to the zone.
I think word has hit the dugout for Tiger hitters.
There goes the runner in Richards, and she's going to steal it cleanly. Maggie Richards steps up to third. It was a ball to Gilkerson. Richards not known for her base stealing.
Yeah, she's got some wheels. You don't normally see it out of the 4-hole that much, but she's got the speed to do it.
So now it's a 1-1 count, 1 out, top of the first, 3-0. Strasburg already leads Manchester. Gilkerson at the plate. Young offers. That's the inside corner. Strike 2.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, Nick, I think that the word has gotten to the dugout that she likes to work the inside part of the plate, and the Tiger hitters, they're going to stay up on the line, but that does adjust your hitting. It's going to they're going to have to make some changes in their swing as well.
You know, Gilkerson was begging for one right there, which was just outside corner, and that's going to be another run as Gilkerson drives in Richards. 4-0 ball game.
Yeah, that ball there was left a little out over the plate. She was able to barrel it up, hit it into center field there for another RBI.
Lily Myers steps in, the designated player.
Lily Myers.
We kind of talked before we got on air, Adam, that it was going to be key to have which team was going to have a fast early start to try to get things rolling. I'd say the Tigers got the memo. First pitch, too high. Catcher can't hold on to it. Goes off of her glove. Myers sees ball number 1. Gilkerson moves up to second on the pass ball. Roberts from behind the plate. That ball got up on her very quick.
It did. You know, Manchester, they're in a position right now where you want to stop this bleeding right now. You know, there's been 4 runs already crossed. You have 2 outs. Try to get that third out so you can get your crack at the plate.
Young did catch the corner there. 1-1 count. Show kick and deal inside corner. Ball 2. Also, as a reminder, as you're tuned in watching this presentation of Altman Hospital and the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, don't forget 2 other live streams going on. Another regional semifinal, this in Division 2 for Indian Valley taking on Unioto. Next pitch fouled away by Myers, so it's 2-2. Also, we have district finals action out of Division 2 East 2. Indian Valley taking on Cambridge over in Ridgewood. We got games all over the state of Ohio.
Yeah, I think I maxed Casey out today.
I don't think he minds at all. We're getting confirmation from Lydia Brady.
I've been doing that more frequently this year.
Young's next delivery, well outside. Full count.
Well, when they put this type of product out,
you got to be there.
We want to do as many games as we can.
We just got to be there, man. So the full count offering, Young's payoff pitch. Myers gets a bat on it, past the third baseman, off her glove, shortstop picks it up, delivers on to first, not in time. From third base, Applegate could have had an assist there as she kind of knocked it into the glove of Campbell, but Myers hustling down to first, beats it out.
Now batting.
Yeah, good hustle there. Lily Myers fast enough that, with a bobble from third base, it's going to be a very difficult play to make, and they were unable to do that.
So we're going to have a team meeting here. Coach Matthias Applegate goes out to talk to his team. It is 4-0 in the top of the first, still only one gone. Two runners on in the corners, and Strasburg threatening right now to bat around in the first for a regional semifinal. I knew that Strasburg was going to come into this game with confidence. Boy, are they showing it off early.
Yeah, they are. Everything's kind of going in their direction right now. They're taking advantage of every opportunity that they've received, and that's what good teams do. They're going to take advantage of those opportunities and make sure they get runs on the board from them.
So it will be Audrey Allensworth, the third baseman. She was another one of the Strasburg bats that kind of went cold in the district finals. I know she's looking for a big hit here, as there goes Myers and will step up on the pitch that was low to Allensworth. Greyhounds had a play, drew up. They actually threw to the shortstop trying to get Gilkerson to go home. I don't think she moved an inch.
No, those plays now, they're so well known. There's so many different variables to that type of thing to try to get that runner at third to move. It just doesn't. None of them seem to work anymore.
Allensworth behind the second pitch, so she sees the count even at 1-1. Now the wind has shifted and is now blowing diagonally across, which is odd.
It still feels pretty good, though.
Ball 2 to Allensworth. Tell you what, though, the direction it's going, Adam, if you get a hold of one down the left field line, it might go a ways. Young now gets the call. Showrock, deal, strike down the middle. Now a 2-2 count. It should be it's only a 2-2 count, isn't it? I guess I missed one of the strikes that was called. All right, okay. So Allensworth is sat down for the second out of the
number 77, Riley Becker.
Boy, Adam, how many games have we done this year? We're going to get it right at some point. And Coach Spidell is actually asking the same thing, but it is strike 3. So Riley Becker stands in, the right fielder.
With every new location, there comes new umpires. You have to get familiar with their calls, and we're just not quite there yet.
So Becker's ready. Young goes outside, ball 1. Becker, of course, the slap hitter out of that left-handed batter's box. Could be a dangerous thing with the two runners on.
Absolutely. This is a great RBI spot for her. They're shifting it to left field because of the slap.
She offers at it and misses. 1-1.
Now, as a left-handed hitter, I mean, it's difficult to see but the center fielder is clear over into left center. Mm-hmm. Right fielder has not shifted at all, so there's a monster gap in right center.
There goes the ball past the catcher. There's going to be a play at home. Sliding in safely is Gilkerson. Another run scores on the passed ball, as it's now a 5-0 ball game.
Becker found one way to get the RBI, and she's still at the plate.
Roberts got it off the backstop and delivered on to Young, the pitcher, covering. It was very close, but Gilkerson got low enough that she got her foot under the tag.
Yeah, they did a good job there getting the ball to make a play there. Like you said, Nick, that was it was actually closer, I think, than the umpire thought it was going to be.
Young stands back in. Becker up in the count 2-1. Myers also did move up to third on that pass ball. And there's a pitch well inside. It's over the head of the catcher again. Myers goes in standing up. Make it 6-0 now for Strasburg.
And look at Riley Becker getting 2 RBIs, and she's still at the plate.
All right, I got a serious question because I don't think I know the answer to this. Those aren't actually RBIs, are they, Adam?
They are.
They are ruled RBIs.
Yeah.
I never knew that before. We've done 30 games, and I'm just now learning that.
You're the batter at the plate when those runs cross, so that is considered an RBI.
All right. Becker fouls the next one off, so another payoff pitch upcoming in this inning. Well, good for Becker, 2 RBIs.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, she'd love to get a third right here. You know what that would take.
I'd be impressed. I did say if you get it down the left field line, it might carry a ways. Young offers. Becker swings on it, fouls it off left side, and racing in was the third baseman, who couldn't quite get there in time. You saw the reach from Applegate, but not quite quick enough.
Yeah, good hustle. A lot of foul territory over there.
Speaking of foul territory, both sides, because the fence ends here just past the dugout, I don't think you have to worry about it, though. The fans for both these teams have made the pseudo fence.
Yes, they have.
Young offers. Becker sees it just. And there it is, strike 3. I thought it was low. He waited. So that is strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Young as she'll get out of the inning. But Strasburg plate 6. We're on to the bottom of the first. Big Z Sports is back after this.
Country Club Rehabilitation Campus is a full continuum care facility located in Dover, Ohio. Their campus offers independent and assisted living apartments and suites, skilled nursing, 7 days a week rehabilitation, respiratory care, and long-term care. The Country Club campus provides excellent personalized treatment plans that meet or exceed their residents' outcomes and goals. If you are looking for a place to call home or just need short-term assistance, contact Country Club Rehabilitation Campus at Dover, 330-343-5568.
Willendale Golf Cart Sales is conveniently located right in the heart of Strasburg on North Worcester Avenue. They are your one-stop shop for easy-go vehicles, Textron off-road vehicles, and Cushman vehicles. Once you choose your cart, then the fun begins at Willendale as they have all the accessories to deck it out. Willendale Golf Cart Sales pride themselves in providing great customer service in their sales, parts, and service departments. To see all the great reviews and to learn more, find Willendale Golf Cart Sales on Facebook.
The Tigers explode for 6 runs in the top of the first in this regional semifinal as Strasburg has a commanding lead into the bottom of the first. It's the Greyhounds at the plate next from Pickerington. Nick, Adam, Claxon Communications bringing you today's presentation by Altman Hospital and the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Winner of this contest moves on to the regional final from here on Friday. Well, they'll be taking on Portsmouth Notre Dame, who picked up their win earlier against Newark Catholic 7-3. Obviously, Adam, ton of softball yet to play. But based off that first inning, Strasburg looks well on their way.
Yeah, they if Coach Tom Spidell could have etched out a perfect start to the game, I think we just witnessed it.
So it will be Jenna Campbell stands in. I did have a little fun with Coach Spidell before the game. I kind of poked around a little bit with this, and I said, so I'm going to guess on the mound, Amelia, just as a guess.
Just as a guess, yeah.
Amelia Spidell, who will offer for strike number 1, high outs. No, sorry, ball 1? He didn't put his hand up. Ball 1. He is announcing his ball call. We have figured out, or we've been informed.
So that's the confusion, because normally when you hear something, that's the strike.
Yes. Spidell's next delivery, that time around, was just a tad low.
Yeah, low and inside on that one. That one was a little easier to call from up here. The first one, not so much.
What I was trying to say was Spidell, I think through the district rounds, .84 ERA, somewhere in that ballpark.
Not bad.
We'll say good. She did get one across the plate, so now it's a 2-1 count. Two-one delivery. Swung on, foul tip back to Sibla. I think it might actually went off of her mask. And Amelia's checking on her catcher. Like, you good? It sure enough did come right back into the face mask.
Umpire giving her the courtesy of wiping the plate here, giving her a minute to gather her thoughts a little bit.
Think of a referee in a boxing ring wiping the gloves. Yeah. Same idea.
Yeah.
Campbell, last game, district finals, 2 for 3 for her, did score a run as well. She had 2 of the 4 hits for the Greyhounds in that victory. Spidell's ready. Kick, steals, swung on and missed. Punch out number 1 for Spidell as she sits down Campbell to lead off the bottom of the first.
Now batting the pitcher,
Young
will
14, step in.
Riley Young.
Something Coach Spidell did say that for Amelia to do early. No surprise here, it's what most coaches say, but in terms of establishing the zone, he kind of alluded to the fact of, I want to see strikes. I don't want to see dancing around the plate. I want to see her bringing it to these batters.
Yes, absolutely. And what I'm seeing from these batters so far is it looks like Amelia could work the outside part of the plate with a lot of success because they're mid-box. That's going to make it very difficult to hit those pitches.
It's now a 1-1 count as Young passed up on the offering on the outside corner. No surprise here, as we did say already. The Next offering swung on and missed for Young. No surprise here, as we said earlier, that the winner of this contest will go on to take on Portsmouth Notre Dame. I see about every single player on the roster for Portsmouth still sitting over here in the sidelines.
That's the nice thing about playing the early game. You can just stick around and watch the second one and watch your soon-to-be opponent.
Ball 2. Spidell wanted Young to chase, but she laid off as it snuck into the left-handed batter's box. Next offering popped up straight back over our heads and out of play. We'll say if anyone has been down here to Pickerington to take in a ball game, they added netting, so the foul ball's coming up and over. Don't have to worry about those.
Yeah, it's very nice, secure. We have nothing to worry about
up
here.
Nice breeze, great view. Doesn't get much better.
No.
Spidell has waved off the past few calls from the dugout. Spidell just called her own pitch, I think. She just told Sibla what she was throwing. And there's the off-speed, strike 3.
Wow.
Amelia Spidell gets her second punch-out to start off the game, and she waved off from the dugout the call and told Sibla from behind the plate, this is what I'm throwing.
And I can see why. That was a fantastic pitch. Her off-speed, that changeup is nasty. It's going to be a very hard pitch to sit on, and another Greyhound sits down.
First offering to Applegate, Emily Applegate it is a strike on the corner. For people who haven't experienced this, Adam, how difficult is it whenever a pitcher changes speeds like that and you've already committed to your swing, but then you have to slow everything down, lock up, and just try to get the bat on it and play? It's near impossible.
It really is, because especially Amelia, with Amelia throwing as hard as she does, it's very difficult when she mixes that off-speed pitch. And now seeing that one time, it actually affects every batter coming to the plate going forward, because you don't know when it's coming. So your timing now is completely messed up unless you can pick something up that she does ahead of that pitch.
Next offering popped up over the fencing here, so we'll do it again in 0-2. Spidell looking for a quick 1-2-3 inning. Again, Strasburg leads 6-0, bottom of the first. Tigers hoping to move on to another regional finals opportunity. Greyhounds looking to mount a comeback. Offering from Spidell, popped up again. Applegate, after getting behind 0-2, she's made Spidell work. As
trying to get a ball now. You got two in
in the netting.
Yep, a couple in the net. You got one back here on field 4. There we go. We got a ball in play.
Oh, big Spidell's next offering. She tried to go that off speed again, but maybe lost the handle. It trickled outside. Big shout out to the call them grounds crew or just the staff here at Pickerington. Of course, working these fields in between the games to get them ready to go and running down foul balls. Spidell's 1-2. Swung on and missed. 3 punch-outs for the Tigers in their defensive half of the first. On to the second. Strasburg still leads 6-0.
In that half inning, we had
Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas. Kent State Tusk offers over 30 bachelor's and associate degrees. We have over a dozen athletic programs, including basketball and volleyball. Student life is diverse with over 20 extracurricular student clubs. Our nursing and technology programs are some of the most sought after in the area. Staying local is the most cost-effective way of obtaining your degree. Define your own success. Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas.
Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Front Street in Dover offers a menu full of house-smoked meats, including choices like ribs, chicken, steak, and pork. Sammy Sue's takes pride in knowing that everything on the menu is made fresh in their kitchen with the freshest ingredients. Sammy's also offers a variety of specials all week long, including the popular wing nights every Tuesday and Thursday. Find Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Facebook for a full list of daily specials and everything they have to offer.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Welcome back to the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio. Strasburg leads
The pitcher, number 19,
Manchester
Amelia
6-0, and already a pitching change for the Greyhounds after Riley Young struggled in that first. So substituting for her is Emily Applegate, who was the third baseman, just a player swap.
Yeah, just a player swap, so there's no substitution needed. But obviously the coach, you want to make a change. Obviously the Tigers were able to go through the order the first time in the first inning. Make a change here, see if you can get a little bit better result in the second.
Next offering from Applegate won't catch the zone either. It's 2-0. For Manchester, might just be looking for some kind of spark. Young, she had a couple good moments, those 2 punch-outs to end the inning, but was knocked around a bit, as she will. Applegate now on the mound will catch the corner. It's 2-1.
And sometimes when you change, obviously every time the top of the order comes, maybe they have enough pitchers to do that. If you can change your pitcher, keep toggling your pitchers back and forth, it doesn't allow a team to get set on a certain release or a certain speed or whatever that approach is by the pitcher.
So it's a 3-1 count to Spidell, who will hold back and see strike 2.
That was looked a tick outside from up here, but it must have caught the front half of the plate.
I'm resisting.
A lot of movement.
Next delivery, too high to Spidell, so it's ball 4. I'm going to resist using my Harry Doyle line until later in the game. So Spidell goes on to first on the walk, and now we're going to have a courtesy runner naturally.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's Sophia Seacrest coming in. At least that was who was the courtesy runner last time we saw Spidell, and it is Sophia Seacrest who will stand on first.
We have a courtesy runner for the Tigers, number 5, Sophia Seacrest. Courtesy running for the pitcher, number 19, Amelia Spidell.
So Rieger back in now. She delivered a single and came around to score.
Second baseman, number 11, Haley Rieger.
Pretty much an identical situation as before, as Spidell drew the opening walk.
Yes.
Rieger, I'm sure she'd take another hit like she had in the first, as it just went over the third baseman's head. She'll see strike 1, and sure enough, last time she got a hit at him, it was an 0-1 count. So are we just seeing is this Groundhog Day?
It may be, but I will say this. It's probably not going to be off the handle because Applegate doesn't seem to be working as far inside as the first pitcher did.
She tried the inside corner that time, couldn't catch it, but no, she has been hanging out a little bit more over the plate. 1-1. Rieger tries to turn on it, pops it up, left side, trailing foul, and that's where it will go as foul. It's now 1-2. That seemed like a high pitch, but Rieger got a good bat on it.
What's funny is as soon as I mentioned not going inside, the last 2 pitches have been inside.
She heard you. The 1-2. Well outside. Now it's going to be a throw down as Seacrest will scramble back to first. She's getting quite a good lead off of first in between these pitches.
That's a good 6-7 step lead. That's a very aggressive lead off of first base.
Counts even at 2-2. Rieger at the plate will swing and drive one to center. It's hanging up there, and now it's going to drop. It's a single, and it gets past the center fielder. Seacrest going to round second. Now she's going to round third, as now here comes the throw in from home. Closer play of the plate than I would have thought, as going all the way around is Rieger, who gets this technically RBI single.
I would say that I believe it did touch her glove, so that would be an RBI single. The crazy stat on that is that she scored from third. Or from first.
From first.
Yeah.
Rieger advances to third.
Yes.
So Spidell scores her second run of the game. Rieger, her first RBI. And Olivia Spidell comes in. She was hit by a pitch and came around to score. She's going to hope not to take one off the face mask again. As she'll turn on that one, left center. Now the wind's going to knock it down, and she'll run in safely at first. Now scoring from third will be Rieger, which will make it an 8-0 ball game.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, one adjustment that the Tigers are hitting the ball right now, but I think defensively the Greyhounds are going to want to move their outfield in because that wind is literally knocking these balls down.
Well, they look great coming off the bat, and then they go nowhere.
Yeah, then they barely get out of the infield.
Richard sees ball 1 outside. Strasburg, too, I'm happy you kind of brought that up because I thought it almost seemed like they had instead of, maybe the district championship game when we saw them taking those mighty swings, they were kind of shortening up. But I'm starting to wonder if it's not just the wind. There's a ground ball. Second baseman's going to have a kick off of her leg and roll to the shortstop for the out at second.
And yes, that does go down as 4-6 on the putout. It
does. The assist to the second baseman, a 4-6 out.
Now batting the catcher, number 26, Sydney Sibla.
Sydney Sibla will step in. She had a sacrifice RBI fly in the first. We'll see strike one on the corner.
Nice pitch there by Applegate. Found the outside part of the plate.
Next delivery from Applegate. Inside, ball one.
Working inside and out. That was actually a good spot. I was actually waiting for strike two to be called. That as close as the Tigers are up against the plate, I didn't think that was too far in.
Next delivery. Swung on. Sibla gets under it, pops it up. Right fielder racing in for it, and it's going to hook just foul. I think the wind might have pushed that even.
That was actually, when it came off the bat, it was even with the right fielder, and the wind carried it clear foul.
This is weird.
It is. It is.
A lot of gusts, so Sibla stands back in 1-2. Remember that whole thing we said, hey, if you had the over on the home runs in this game, sorry, you're not going to hit that today.
Yeah, yep.
So Sibla's ready. She'll stand back in for her the 1-2 from Applegate. She'll offer. Swung on. Foul ball off the Manchester dugout, so we'll do it again.
In the Division II regional down in Philo, the Indian Valley Braves, they've taken a 1-0 lead over Unioto.
Not Union Scioto.
No, well, it is.
But
That's the district.
But it's Unioto.
That took a lot of practice. I had to really focus when I say that.
I've still got it wrong. Sibla is going to get good contact on that one, but she'll foul it left side.
Sounds like some glass broke on that one. Might have been the Z-Ride.
I hope not. I've already put a battle scar on that. Sibla's ready now for a 1-2. Runner on first in, Richards. Applegate offers. Sibla swings and misses. There goes Richards. She's going to try to steal second. She will get there in time. So no strike him out, throw him out, but it is a strikeout to Sibla, who is sat down. First punch out for Applegate.
The pitcher, or correction, the first baseman, number 9, Ella Gilkerson.
Gilkerson to come in. She had a single, advanced twice on pass balls, once to get to second and once to go home to score. Delivery. Catches the corner, strike one on the inside part of the plate. We know there's a lot of power in the bat of Gilkerson. I'm sure Coach Spidell told her, don't try to use it here. It's just you're gonna hit it straight up in the air. There's a ball that's too low. It was actually blocked there behind the plate by Roberts, but she just couldn't deliver it in time, so Richards steps up to third.
Yeah, she was actually off on the pitch, so that would actually go down. That would be Maggie's third stolen base of the game. 7-3. She heard you said that
she doesn't known for her base stealing.
Yeah, she's going to try to set the single game record today.
Well, she's got 2 RBIs, a run scored, 3 stolen bases. Haven't seen her make any plays out on defense yet, but yeah, I think she's trying to prove a point. Swung on and missed for Gilkerson. Count draws even at 2-2.
Ella got a little over anxious there. I think she was looking for a pitch to drive. She wanted to challenge your theory on the wind.
Well, it's died down now all of a sudden.
Maybe that's why she swung at that pitch, because the wind died down.
Maybe. 2-2. Gilkerson swings and misses. Strike 3 as Applegate gets back-to-back punch-outs. 8-0. Strasburg leads. We head to the bottom of the second.
In that half inning.
Synergy Signs and Graphics in Strasburg strives on being more than just an ordinary vendor. They strive to be a partner by offering their experienced staff with backgrounds in graphic design, marketing, branding, and much more. When choosing Synergy Signs and Graphics International award-winning service for your business needs, you'll be able to take comfort in knowing that your project was done to your specifications accurately and on schedule. To see all that Synergy Signs and Graphics can do for you, find them at synergysign.com.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio. Bottom of the second inning. Strasburg leads 8-0. Camille Carter stands in as she watches ball one from Spidell. Looking to jumpstart the Manchester offense as she'll swing and miss, now 1-1.
Two score updates on the baseball side of things. Division II East District, Indian Valley, they trail Cambridge 3-1. In New Philadelphia, they lead Tri-Valley 2-0.
Thank you for that, Adam. His next pitch, Sibla couldn't get a glove on. Bounces off the post in the back, so it's a 2-1. Spidell's ready. Swung on and missed as Carter goes for the high outside.
Yeah, I think Amelia, if she can keep working the outside part of the plate, I think she can have a lot of success. The Greyhounds hitter seems to be almost towards the back of the box, and pitchers will see that whenever they're obviously deciding what pitch they're going to throw.
2-2. High and outside. Spidell thought she could maybe get her. So a payoff pitch upcoming for Spidell. She's got 3 punch-outs through the first 3 batters she saw. Offering. Swung on and missed. Make it 4 straight for Spidell as she sits down Carter. It will be Roberts now up to the plate for Manchester.
Maggie Roberts.
Spidell ready. Swung on and missed. A lot of first pitch strikes through well, I say a lot, but if I think 4 out of the 5, Adam, have been first pitch strikes for Spidell. That's a key.
Yeah, and that's obviously what every pitcher wants to do. You want to work ahead because if you get that 0-1 count, then you're in complete control of the at-bat.
High outside, ball 1. Left fielder in Richards for Strasburg, playing pretty far in, probably learned from what she saw from her team's offense with the balls that were hit to left, just really losing steam quickly, so she's playing in. Low, in the dirt, 2-1.
I don't know what view we have right now, but there's an umbrella that's struggling in front of us.
Swung on and missed for Roberts. Count draws even at 2-2.
That umbrella's struggling more than the batters.
Spidell gets the call from the dugout. Show rock and fire on the 2-2. Well, tried to go with the off speed. Sibla tried to pull it back in. Blue wasn't buying it, so we're back to a full count. The 3-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. 5 straight punch-outs for Spidell.
Now batting right fielder number 15, Harley Rideout.
So Harley Rideout is standing in, the right fielder. She'll Offer at the first one from Spidell. It's 0-1. Swung on and missed again. Now it's 0-2. Spidell's next offering to right out is swung on and missed. 6 straight Ks for Spidell. Strasburg leads 8-0 as we head on to the third inning.
In that half inning.
The Tigers Den Sports Shop in Strasburg is just that, your one-stop shop for local high school team apparel. With a large selection of shirts, sweatshirts, hats, beanies, coats, you can have it customized to be your school's biggest fan. Whether you need a single shirt or a team order, the Tigers Den Sports Shop in Strasburg has just what you need. For contact information, find them on Facebook.
Personal touch. We're your local guys for all your propane needs. You can count on us. We take pride in what we do and in serving you. TMK is the name you trust. All the way to TMK. Service with a personal touch.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop in to the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
On to the top of the third inning. Lily Myers led things off there as she popped out to the second baseman, so it's Audrey Allensworth who's back in. Little first pitch swinging for Myers. She didn't want to wait around anymore.
No, she got into the box and was ready to hit.
Allensworth struck out looking her first time up. It is Emily Applegate who's still on the mound for Manchester, who will offer strike one to Allensworth. Had a little bit more success through this Strasburg lineup, relieving Young. But still, the Tigers lead 8-0. There's a one hit on the ground to Young at third base, who will deliver it on to first for out number 2. Right on cue, I mentioned Young, and she says, hey, I got a good glove from third.
Yeah, that was a nice play there by Young. Got the punch out, 2 quick outs for the Greyhounds.
Right fielder number 77, Riley
Becker stands back in. She also struck out in the first. Becker gets contact on it, but fouls it off the plate for strike one. Applegate ready now after she gets the call from her dugout. 0-1 offering. Becker gets contact, pops it up. Short range infield, and it's a very quick 1-2-3 inning. We'll go on to the bottom of the third. Big Z Sports is back after this.
One thing every sports family knows is how crazy eating schedules can get. Well, let Papa John's of Uhrichsville and New Philadelphia handle the cooking. Papa John's offers a full menu including stuffed crust pizza, Papa Diaz, wings, cheese sticks, and so much more. See all that Papa John's has to offer by visiting papajohns.com and keep earning those Papa rewards. Papa John's of Uhrichsville and New Philadelphia. Just what you need for your busy schedule.
People are always asking, what is Cartoons? I hear that name on the radio all the time. Cartoons is a radio shop in New Philadelphia that specializes in tuning up your stereo system on anything you drive or ride. We tune up car tunes, truck tunes, boat tunes, motorcycle tunes, RV tunes, new and used vehicle tunes. We carry the best brands from Kenwood, Sony, Alpine, Pioneer, just to name a few. Cartoons also carries a full line of lighting accessories, backup camera systems, remote starts, or just need it installed? Give us a call. Cartoons on West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
This is Tuscarawas County Detective Lieutenant Adam Fisher. Underage drinking is illegal. As a parent, you cannot allow your child's underage friends to possess or consume alcohol on your property, not under any circumstance. As a law enforcement officer, I can confiscate any alcohol, money, or property used in committing this offense. Plus, you place yourself at legal risk for being sued.
This message brought to you by the Tuscarawas County Sheriff's Office, Empower Tusk, and the Adams Board of Tuscarawas and Carroll County.
Bottom of the third inning now from Pickerington Central High School. The wind tunnel has returned.
It has.
It is 8-0. Strasburg leads Manchester. I think Amelia Spidell had some eye problem. I maybe got something in her eye as Sydney Sibla, her catcher, was going out checking on her.
It's very possible. I mean, who knows what could have been flying through the air with the wind.
Whew. So Tigers well in command over the Greyhounds in this regional semifinal action. Today's presentation brought to you by Altman Hospital and the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency as Chloe Freeman stands in, sees strike one. Also, as a reminder, haven't mentioned them yet. Haven't been a chance to look back and see if Lydia Brady's dialed any up. Our instant replays brought to you all season long by Advancing Athletics. I get confirmation she has, so a big thank you to Advancing Athletics as well. Freeman offers at the next pitch. It's 0-2. Spidell has been nothing short of dominant, still working her first time through the order for Manchester. So rock and fire, swung on and missed. Strike three.
Yeah, she's faced the minimum batters and struck them all out. So she's definitely
now
off to a commanding start.
Number 34, Abby Neria.
Designated player, and Neria steps in. Manchester just looking for a bit of a spark here. Obviously no base runners for them yet in this game. Adam, we mentioned it's been great for them, obviously, the season that they've had. First ever district championship, first time winning a league title, and I think Coach Applegate said 30 years. They've been riding so high. They knew coming into this ball game what kind of challenge this was going to prevent. I mean, Strasburg's the defending state champion. But the scariest part about playing a defending state champion is you go through the field out there and just how many names that won a title ring last year are back out there again.
Absolutely. I mean, they do have a couple of freshmen this year, but they were obviously, as a Strasburg community member, they were a big part of that. They got to witness it all and feel a part of that. So, yeah, that experience, you can't trade that experience for anything. There's no amount of time you can spend in the gym in the off season that'll make up for the experience they gained last year.
Neria gets some contact on it, drives it foul down the left side. Nearly a nice catch by a Manchester fan. So we'll stay at 1-2. See if Spidell thinks about the off speed. Instead, she tries to go outside corner, just doesn't get the call. Now I can use it, Adam. In the words of Harry Doyle, just a bit outside. 2-2 delivery. Swung on, popped up again. You know, the way the net is here, Adam, it's almost close enough. If somehow we got one right above us, we almost could reach out and grab it off there.
Yeah, it is. It's down. It goes away from the press box, but there is a chance one could get stuck.
See if we can help out. Next offering. Neria tries to hold the bat back, but it's a called strike three on the changeup. Amelia Spidell has now mowed down 8 straight.
Yeah, she's right now she's in complete control of these Greyhound hitters. And
fielder,
whenever
12,
she mixes that changeup in, it makes it that much tougher.
J-Lise Applegate stands in. We'll watch. Strike one. Spidell rocks, fires well outside. Now 1-1. Again, as a reminder, winner of this game plays Portsmouth Notre Dame, the Titans. They beat Newark Catholic 7-3. Got to see the tail end of that game, Adam. Of course, Portsmouth, a team that we saw Strasburg take on in the regional finals. And it was a squad that, Strasburg handled pretty well, but early on, first few innings, things were very close, and Portsmouth seems like they've got a little extra pop in the bats this year.
Well, it helps that, that's another team that they return them. I think they do return everyone from last year, so that's obviously a thing in their advantage to have the exact same team. And obviously they're going to, if this game plays out the way it looks as of right now, they want to get that, try to get the Tigers back for what happened last year.
2-2. Outside corner, strike three called. It's a strikeout from top to bottom for Amelia Spidell of the Manchester Order. Big Z Sports now moves on to the fourth. We're back after this.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in Sugar Creek, Strasburg, and downtown New Philadelphia, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes and teams good luck.
When struggles seem too tough, when sickness takes a hold, when cancer picks a fight, when baby's on its way, when life throws you a curveball, we've got you. With nearly 130 years in your backyard, Altman knows you and knows your community better than anyone. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family, and we want you to be the healthiest you can be. Altman, we are ready. We've got you.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Spidell stands in to lead off the fourth inning for Strasburg. 8-0. Tigers currently lead the Greyhounds. Spidell so far no technically recorded at bat except for that one as she's going to lace it down the third base line. It's going to be a base knock. She's going to try to make it extra bases as she'll pull up at 2 with a standing double.
Nice hit there by Amelia Spidell. Used the left field line there to get that stand-up double and get things started for the Tigers once again.
So the courtesy runner coming in, Sophia Seacrest again.
We got an update. I know we're experiencing technical difficulties down at the Philo Athletic Complex. Indian Valley currently trails 3-1 to Uni Oto. We are working to get that. Obviously, I'm in Columbus, so it's kind of difficult, but I know that they are working to try to get that resolved so they can get that game back up and running.
Rieger fouled it down the left field line for strike one. And Adam, we said no balls out to left field today. That was pretty deep.
That was pretty deep.
Popped up. Rieger goes to first, but is caught by the second baseman for out number 1.
That was a tough play there because you could see she was chasing the ball as it got into that wind. She almost caught it behind the first baseman.
16, Olivia Spidell.
So Spidell stands back in. She'll pop it up as well. Shortstop camps under it, makes the grab for out number 2. Well, we saw, Adam, in the first how aggressive, or excuse me, not aggressive Strasburg was. They were patient, worked through a lot of the at-bats, got those 6 runs on the board. Little more willing to swing the bat early now.
Yeah, they seem very anxious now. But, you can do that when you have an 8-0 lead. If you see a pitch you like, you don't have to wait for that perfect pitch. You can go up there and start swinging away and try to make something happen because it's not really – you're not in a pivotal moment of the game.
So Richards so far today, she had a 2 RBI single. Add another single. Add another RBI. I was going to have my thought completed, but instead, Richards holds up at first as she drives in Seacrest. It's now a 9-0 ball game. 3rd RBI of the game for Richards.
Now batting.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there. Using those lines. When you can get the ball down the line like Spidell and Richards did, those are very difficult plays for the defense to make, especially with the first baseman playing off the line as far as she is.
So does Richards go for steal number 4 to make me eat my words again?
Might as well.
First pitch to Sibla, ball. Sibla, sacrifice RBI and a strikeout. Always catches a nice game behind the plate, too. And I asked both her and Amelia about their relationship, obviously, from last year with the state title game and also their years playing softball together. It's hard to find a better duo.
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, these girls, they've been playing softball together for a long, long time. We've known them for a long, long time. Just with the softball family, and there's that stolen base you were requesting.
There goes Richards again. Boy, she really is going to make me regret what I said.
Yeah.
4 stolen bases for the center fielder for Strasburg today. You're going to tell her that after the game, aren't you? I'm going to say she wasn't known for that.
Well, you know what? She'll probably go back and watch it, and then she can hear it for herself.
Well, in that case, Maggie, if this is you in the future, I'm sorry. Sibla ready. As call coming in from the dugout again for Applegate. It's actually 2-0. I thought the last one was called for a strike. My mistake. Applegate delivers. Sibla. Rocket shot past the shortstop. Here comes the run home. Another RBI for Sibla as Richards reaches safely.
Yeah, the Tigers, they're really squaring the ball up. I mean, they're hitting it solid. There was a couple early flyouts, but those, obviously those are balls they just got under. They're definitely squaring it up well.
So, courtesy runner coming in. It will be,
I believe that's Lila
Wiggs.
Wiggs.
Go ahead.
For the Tigers, number 2, Lila Wiggs. For the catcher, number 26, Sydney
For
Sibla.
Sibla, shortstop had a beat on it, never could get a glove down on it.
Now batting, first baseman, number
So,
9, Ella
RBI
Gilkerson.
single for her. Gilkerson comes in. She had a single, came around to score on a pass ball, also struck out. As Blue gets the proper bookkeeping in order.
I know we're still experiencing those difficulties. Indian Valley, they now trail 4-1 to Unioto. That game is in the bottom of the 4th. They are still working to get that resolved.
Gilkerson sees strike 1. Tigers lead inflated to 10-0 here from Pickerington. Looking well on their way to be returning here Friday as Gilkerson pops it up, and it's going to drop right behind the shortstop. Another seeing eye single for the Tigers as Gilkerson collects her second base knock of the game. Same spot again, Adam, just right over the shortstop's head.
Yeah, but you don't have to, in the game of softball, you don't have to hit it far. You just have to find those holes. And right out of the infield is usually a perfect place to do that.
So it will be Myers back in. She reached on an infield single in the first, came around to score, then popped up on the infield her last at bat. Inside, going to catch her on the leg, and she'll trot on down to first, and it will load the bases. You couldn't have paid Myers to move there.
No. She saw that pitch coming inside, and she said, yeah, I'll wear this one.
So bases now loaded with Audrey Allensworth in. Strikeout, ground out for her. 2 gone in this 4th inning. Next pitch from Applegate is called strike.
Allensworth here in a good opportunity to drive some more Tiger runs in.
Allensworth pops it up, left side. Third baseman dives for it in Young, but she couldn't get there. Heck of an effort by Young from third as she tried to dive back over herself to grab it. It might be a 10-0 ball game, but she's still got a lot of hustle.
Yeah, that's what you want to see out of the players. Obviously you don't want to worry about that scoreboard. You just give it your all. And, You know, because you're at the end of the day, you're still representing your school, and that's exactly what she did there.
So it's an 0-2 count. Allensworth back in. Bases still loaded. Swung on and fouled back over our heads into the netting.
Oh, we get to get the field crew will be able to come over and try to get that one. That one's back in there a little ways. That might take them a while.
Should we grab it and try to pull it up this way? I don't think that's how that works, but we could give them a hand.
Yeah.
0-2 count still. Allensworth back in. Applegate offers well high outside as well. Strasburg on the cusp of batting around for the second time in an inning this game. Inside, Applegate. That time popped up into the air, and Allensworth has an RBI single. Make it a 2 RBI single as coming around to score is Wiggs as well as Gilkerson.
Yeah, with 2 outs, Nick, runners were on the move with the crack of the bat, and that allowed both runs to score there for the Tigers on the Allensworth single.
I wish I could see how many thus far of these hits have went over the shortstop's head. You could not place them better.
No, there's been a lot of them.
And I think we might be actually having there was going to be a pinch hitter. It looked like Coach Speidel was going to have a pinch hitter coming in, but instead he stays with Becker.
Now batting right fielder number
I couldn't tell who it was who was standing on deck.
I honestly didn't look down there, but I wouldn't know who that was, who was going to get the at-bat.
I thought it was swung on a miss by Becker. I thought it was number 13, which would be Lily Bassett. But regardless, Becker's still in the game. So it is a 0-1 count. 12-0 now. Strasburg leads Manchester. Becker gets some good contact on it, left side, but it's going back into the stands. Now 0-2. Just waiting to get the ball in from foul territory now. You know, Coach Speidel apparently kind of challenged his girls with that 2-0 win over Connaughton Valley. Of course they're happy with the district championship, you know that. But they felt they could have done a lot more in that game. They felt they could have done a lot better. I think they've answered the call today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've taken – the biggest thing, Nick, they've taken advantage of every opportunity they've had. They get runners on base. They find ways to get them around. They're getting those timely hits. They're finding the gaps. Everything's just kind of rolling in the Tigers' favor. And then on the defensive side, they haven't had to make that many plays.
Becker hits it on to the shortstop, has a hard time fielding it. And now Lily Myers is going to run home. The error from short has Becker reaching first. Myers stepped up and saw that the shortstop was not paying attention.
Yeah, that was just that was a result of nonchalantly getting the ball back to the pitcher, and Lily Myers saw that and took full advantage of it.
So back to the top of the order now. In Speidel. She'll watch strike one. Ball on the outside. (13-0) score, Strasburg over Manchester. We said coming into this game, you know, on paper, what a great matchup this would be, and you know, I think sometimes we take for granted just how dominant Strasburg can be sometimes.
Well, not only that, Nick, but it also talks about the IVC conference in general. You know, the quality of softball we have in our area, the amount of teams that, you know, the games that Strasburg plays in the regular season, and I'll just focus on the conference games that they play. You know, you got teams like Connaughton Valley, TCC, Garraway, obviously, there's a lot more, but those are the first couple.
Indian Valley also.
Yeah, and they had 2 games against Indian Valley, who's also in a regional. So the quality softball that's played up in Tuscarawas County is astounding. And, you know, I'm starting to think that for a bulk of teams to be in one area.
So Speidel laces it into center, steps up to second. Throw was on to third on the advancing runner, who would have been Becker, who got drilled in between the shoulder blades.
Yes, she did. That's probably didn't feel too good.
Sophia Seacrest steps back on for Spidell, who just gave her second double of the game.
Courtesy running for the Tigers.
But anyway, back to my point, Nick. I mean, Strasburg is always going to be prepared when they hit the tournament, and once they get out of the, or any team that comes out of the East District, because of the quality of softball that's up there.
There's a base knock for Rieger as she's going to deliver one RBI. Rounding second is Seacrest. She's going to stop and go again as she dodges the potential tag. Rieger steps up to second on the throw, so she's got her third single and her third RBI.
Now batting shortstop number 16, Olivia
Adam, the
Spidell.
floodgates have officially opened from Pickerington.
They're open. They're definitely opened up now.
Swung on, deep drive for Spidell, hooking foul, and it's going to go out of play.
She was pretty confident it was going to go foul. She still has a hold of her bat.
Yeah, she's like Pedro Serrano. You have to carry it all the way around. So, offering from Applegate, too high, to Spidell, ball one. 16-0 ball game in favor of Strasburg over Manchester. And in the fourth, Adam, I mean, we could say with Strasburg set to move on for the regional final, you know, still a lot of respect for Manchester as still fighting hard as Spidell sure put a charge in it, but it went foul.
Did that go over the field behind us, its fence?
It was close.
It was close, okay.
Certainly close. So we got time called. And actually, the base umpire is correcting the home plate umpire. It should be a 1-2 count. And sure enough, we get that corrected.
Yeah, and it was both on pretty long foul balls that Spidell has hit so far.
Applegate back inside, too low, ball two. Those long fouls, Applegate went a little bit too far into the plate. And she had no interest in doing that again time around.
Not at all.
Delivery. Swung on in a hard shot to left for Spidell. Knocked down by the left fielder. But coming around to score from second base is Rieger. And pulling up at second with a stand-up double is Spidell. Maggie Richards, the center fielder, now stands in.
Now batting center fielder number 43, Maggie Richards.
17-0. I don't think there's anything we could add to it, Adam. It's just been dominant from the beginning.
Yeah, it really has. You know, in a game like this,
Richards pops it sky high. Wind killing it, and it's going to drop in front of the right fielder. Coming around to score will be Spidell. Holding up at second is Richards. The wind just completely, that ball was well struck, and yet somehow died and just kept tailing back towards the infield.
Yeah, it got up in that wind, and you could just see the right fielder. She never stopped.
She had a beat on it.
She did, and she was chasing it in the wind, and unfortunately the wind won. Is basically the only way to say what happened on that hit.
Too high to Sibla, who stands back in. Her last time up at RBI single came around to score.
Just missed on the inside part of the play. It looked like a good pitch there by Applegate, but no go. No go on the call.
Wins back directly in from left. So I don't think we're going to get a Sibla two-run shot again like we did last year. Also, if she goes back and listens to this now, she's going to say, "You were doubting me? Really?"
Yeah, you just keep teeing yourself up for this stuff, Nick.
Of course, Sydney was our McInturf Realty Player of the Game in the district championship.
Yeah.
Really key play for her. She held a mound meeting after there was an error that nearly cost Strasburg in a big way against Conotton Valley in that district championship. She calmed everybody down. Also went 1 for 3 at the plate with an RBI. Big day for her in that 2-0 victory. She's ahead in the count, 3-1. Applegate delivers. Sibla turns on it and heads up. Full count.
Yeah, I think the Tiger hitters, they're is it safe to say they're having fun now at the plate?
They're having something, and that's not a hard time finding ways to make contact.
No.
This is the benefit of, though, whenever you see a team that comes into this, they're obviously taking it seriously. Both these teams take it seriously, but being loose, ready to go, and everything just seemingly working as Sibla draws a walk.
Sydney just took her bat down to the first base coaching box. Well, she knew she was going to get a courtesy runner.
Oh.
But I was a bit confused because Sydney literally took her bat down to the coach's box.
She didn't want anybody to have to go grab it for her, so she just brought it and dropped it down there.
She could be very, cautious of anybody else touching her bat.
And that has nothing to do with it.
No, what is it?
You know what happened at the district championship, right?
What's that?
Oh, sorry, yeah, it was the district championship. She broke her bat.
Oh, okay.
So now I think she's just being very cautious of it as Gilkerson hits it a mile high, but it's going foul.
That would have been a good opportunity for the glass breaking sound. Having a little fun here with the sound guy.
Oh, 1 count. Still 18-0. 2 runners on. Ball inside to Gilkerson.
Just to touch on this, you talked to the Manchester coach, and Manchester, they've had, you mentioned all the firsts they had this year.
Mm-hmm.
And, unfortunately, things are obviously not going their way here in the regional semifinal, but for them, you don't want them to forget about all that they've done up until this point.
There should be a lot of pride. And, these girls were so excited to be here.
Yeah.
And we're extremely happy to be able to go to the regional round, and for every reason so. The fact that they got here, they should be pleased about. And that is a towering shot to left and gone. Ella Gilkerson just hit it through all that wind we've been talking about for a 3-run blast. My goodness. I don't know how she got it through the wind. Adam Saweski speechless.
Yeah,
for
because
once.
all I know is the wind, the wind that I'm feeling right now, and what I've seen it do to balls for the last couple of innings. I know it's moving and it's coming in from left field. That had to be absolutely crushed.
Our replays brought to you by Advancing Athletics. Lydia Brady hooking you up with that. I don't know how far she hit it. Far enough, as we're going to actually have another pitching change here for Manchester. Coming back in is Riley Young.
Number 14, Riley
back
Young,
to third base will be Applegate.
Number 25, Emily Applegate, moving to third base.
So Lily Myers in. Adam, have you ever been around a game where a team has batted around twice in one inning?
Unfortunately, yes. At the travel ball level, unfortunately, sometimes you do see that kind of stuff. It's rough. It really is. It's tough. But again, for Manchester, you hate to say it, but kind of forget about today and think about everything that's led up to today. Because, to get 24 wins, to win a district crown, to do all those firsts that the program, those are all things that the program can build from.
Oh, yes.
And that's what you want. Those are the types of things that you don't want them to remember this, per se. You want them to remember everything, and it will. When you win your first district championship and you see how much fun those girls are playing, do you know how big the dividends will be for those youth players that got to watch that and see that? They're all going to be so bought into the softball program now.
This is not an end goal. This is a jumping off point.
Absolutely.
That's how you could look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Myers sees ball one. Her last time up, she was hit by a pitch and came around to score. If you ever had an example of and I don't say this in a negative way by any means, an example of a mean mug take hit by pitch, it's exactly what Myers had. She didn't move at all, and it bounced off of her leg.
Yeah, she didn't really feel like wearing another one.
No, she got out of the way of the next one as it's a 3-1 count. I know that this is something that softball does. Of course, me with the baseball background, not used to this, but a pitcher leaving the game, being out for a while, then coming back in, that's probably, I'd imagine, somewhat difficult.
It's extremely challenging, and obviously we don't want to talk about a certain thing that's possible today, but that's what makes it extremely difficult because of an inning like this. You know what I mean? Because you do, but obviously Amelia's staying amped up because of all that the Tigers are doing this inning, keeping that excitement, keeping that adrenaline going a little bit. One quick thing, the update from Philo, we're still experiencing those difficulties. Indian Valley Trails 4-1 still there. It's in the bottom of the 5th inning. I know they're working to try to get that resolved. Unfortunately, technology has been getting us here more frequently, and it's a lot of times it's stuff that's out of our control. And unfortunately, that game is the factor that's the one that it's affecting most right now.
Connectivity, you know, a lot of things go into play to be able to bring you this live stream, obviously. So we do apologize for that as Indian Valley trying to claw their way back, but we do greatly appreciate you joining us for today's presentation from Pickerington. Throw down from the catcher in Roberts, not in time. Allensworth is in. It's a 1-1 count.
And we are getting updates of the score. So for anybody that may have tuned into this one that was watching,
we'll keep you up to date as much as possible.
We'll try to keep you the score updated. And I know with Shannon Thomas down there, I'm assuming he'll do a great job on social media doing updates. We'll do our part to make sure you know what's going on in that game.
We knew that we said coming into that game, you know, Indian Valley coming out of their district, one of the top teams to beat in the district. And we were interested to see what the matchup would be with Unioto. For Indian Valley's sake, you know, they've had so many good games where Mia Rose on the mound has been so dominant. But like you said early on, it kind of seemed like Unioto was getting through to her a little bit.
I was saying until we had those issues, I actually had it pulled up here just to kind of monitor what was going on. And they were able, it looked like they were getting a lot of base hits. Nothing, you know, not any big hits, but you know, when you face a good pitcher, if you can just get base hits and make things happen, it's not all going to happen on one hit. So you start putting hits together, and I'm assuming that's probably what they did. They probably just started finally getting hits in clumps, which allows you to score those runs.
Allensworth draws the second two-out walk as she'll jog on down to first. Myers up to second. Down to the 9 spot as Becker's back in.
Update from baseball, New Philadelphia, they now trail 3-2 to Tri-Valley. That game is being played in Coshocton. That's another area where there's absolutely no service. That's why you can't find that game anywhere.
We've tried. Becker swings and misses. We have tried before.
Yeah, Coshocton, and where that park, beautiful park. It's at Lake Park.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful facility. You're just not going to get anything to function at that place whatsoever.
Fun thing about Coshocton Lake Park, you know the pavilion there.
Yeah.
That's where my wedding reception was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. And the other update, Indian Valley, they trail 4-1 on the baseball diamond to Cambridge. That game is being live streamed on our YouTube channel as well. The Braves see if they can come back on the baseball diamond. That game is for a district championship.
We did say when Indian Valley picked up the win over Carrollton, Becker swings and misses for out number 3. We'll hold that thought as we now move on to the next half inning. Big Z Sports back after this.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Planning your next vacation or home improvement project and worried about managing expenses? CSB can help with that. Setting a goal is the first step to achieving your vision, and CSB's Money Manager tool helps you get started. Whether you are recovering from Christmas spending or preparing to send kids to college, the Personal Financial Management tool helps you set goals, track your spending, and monitor your progress. Money Manager is available within CSB's online banking. Check it out today. The Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
I'm Dr. Michele Iona. At Advancing Athletics, our Fuel, Move, Recover philosophy can help anyone be their best. Here's what thriving looks like.
I'm an FMR athlete. I'm an FMR athlete. I'm an FMR athlete.
From high school to aging well, no one will take care of you and your kids better than us.
Welcome back again to the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio. Nick, Adam, Claxon Communications. Strasburg leads big. Manchester in, popped up. Campbell gets into it, running in. The right fielder making the catch is Becker for out number one. Best contact of the day thus far for Manchester.
That was a nice solid hit there, and the wind obviously. I mean, this time the wind it's not howling like it was earlier. But Becker did a great job there. Again, she had to chase it in. That wasn't an easy catch.
Now you, with coaching experience, Spidell got through the order and had success, obviously. But do you consider here sitting her down, or do you want to keep her that sharp?
No, she's on a bare minimum right now with a pitch count.
Yeah.
And knowing that she doesn't play again until Friday.
Go ahead and just keep her going.
Absolutely. I don't think that thought even crosses Coach Spidell's mind.
See, you have the softball mind, and I'm thinking on the baseball mind of like, it's okay, keep your ace fresh.
See, the thing on the baseball side, you got to worry about pitch counts.
Yep.
And pitch counts can change the whole complexion of everything. There's no pitch count. So you actually, as a softball pitcher, not too much, but you want to have that consistency. In a 7-day span, you want to throw 3 to 4 games if you can, especially with pitch counts as low as what Amelia's doing today.
I don't know what it is specifically, but yeah, it's not very high. As Young now has worked the count to 3-1. Again, today's presentation, big thank you to the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency and Altman Hospital, all of our sponsors all season long. There's a hard hit ball to second. Young grounds out, though. Nice play by Rieger.
Yeah,
Another good hard contact.
That was a good hard hit there by the Greyhound hitter. Better play by Rieger to scoop it up. That was because that ball was definitely barreled up.
Emily Applegate back in. Third baseman turned pitcher, turned third baseman.
Yeah. I saw the hitting that was up back here for the Tigers. It looks like Coach Spidell is going to be getting some new faces to get some at-bats next inning.
Well, some more underclassmen in there, give them a chance to experience a regional semifinal, regional action.
We're going to have to be on our toes, I think, when the girls come to the plate.
Swung on and missed. Applegate now behind 0-2. I know a couple of them. We've already mentioned a couple names. I don't know if we're going to get them all right, though. So, Strasburg faithful, we apologize if we get any of these wrong. So, the 0-2 to Applegate as Spidell actually waves off the first call from the dugout. And sure enough, Spidell's calling her own pitch again.
All right.
Second time we've seen her do that today. Nearly got Applegate to go. Instead, she holds back for a 1-2. Peel down to first, and they're going to say no-go. I could have confidently answered that from up here, too. So it's a 1-2 count. You think Coach Spidell's going to have any words for his pitcher/daughter and say, hey, really?
Well, it's time, though. I mean, she when you keep doing that, it makes it possible.
Okay.
Yep.
Another strikeout for Spidell as we now move on to the 5th. Big Z Sports is back after this.
Do you have a low-slope roof that is leaking and causing problems? WM Commercial Roofing believes that finding an efficient, affordable solution shouldn't be a gamble. With over a decade of experience in the commercial roofing industry, we have the perfect solution for your low-slope roofing. whether it's for service or full replacement. WM Commercial Roofing. Commercial roofing you can trust. Check us out at wmcommercialroofing.com or call 330-275-0088. That's 330-275-0088.
Pets are a very important part of your family, and you only want the best for your fur baby. When you shop at We Love Pets in New Philly, they will take the time to ask questions getting to know you and your pets before suggesting the right product. Plus, We Love Pets only offers the highest quality products at competitive pricing. For all your pets' needs, including their grooming spa, We Love Pets can help. Learn more by visiting WeLovePets.com. Country Club Rehabilitation Campus is a full continuum care facility located in Dover, Ohio. Their campus offers independent and assisted living apartments and suites, skilled nursing, 7 days a week rehabilitation, respiratory care, and long-term care. The Country Club campus provides excellent personalized treatment plans that meet or exceed their residents' outcomes and goals. If you are looking for a place to call home or just need short-term assistance, contact Country Club Rehabilitation Campus at Dover, 330-343-5568.
Back to the PAC Drilling Mobile Studios as potentially for the last time today, or last inning today, as Strasburg steps to the mound. 21-0 is their lead. The pinch hitters have come in, we said would be happening. In for Amelia Spidell is Lily Bassett, who has the count even at 1-1.
Yeah, this is good. You know, again, it's a regional semifinal, and for these girls to get at bats, get some experience, because you never know. That's the one thing about any sport. You never know when your number might get called, where you need to go in and pinch hit, or there's something comes up that you have to be entered into the game. These at bats like this could turn to be a big moment for them.
And on top of that, I mean, for fans getting to enjoy the game, as Bassett offers swings and misses, strike number 3. For fans, too, they potentially could be seeing some of the bright young future players for this Strasburg team. Another pinch hitter coming in.
14,
this time
Miley
it's going to be Miley Reifenschneider who will step in.
Miley Reifenschneider.
I don't know how many, I actually truthfully don't know, Adam, how many come off the bench for Strasburg. But
they have a lot on the bench for the tournament run. Reifenschneider is another freshman. She's actually a pitcher. Obviously, with Spidell and Harvey, Reifenschneider is another one that's kind of in the arsenal for down the road. I've seen her pinch hit a few times, got a good bat. So nice for her, for the freshman, to get an at-bat here at the regional semifinal.
As I said before, or you said, I think, keeping us on our toes. We apologize if we mess any of these up. But
yeah.
Reifenschneider behind 0-2. Still on the mound is Young for Manchester. So she'll kick and deal. There's a hot shot to short, right past the shortstop for a base knock. Reifenschneider with the pinch hit, single.
Yeah, nice solid hit there.
Had some good pop to it. So next up, for pinch hitting for Olivia Spidell, coming in will now be number 4, Lauren Harvey. Hey, speaking of Harvey.
Number 4, Lauren Harvey. Pinch hitting for the Tigers, number 4, Lauren Harvey.
I will say, for the roster and lineup that Coach Spidell sent over to us, makes it easy. It's almost in order at this point of who's come up.
Yeah. You think he may have done that for a reason?
I'm wondering if he did. Throw down as they're going to try to get Reifenschneider too far off, but can't get her. Harvey sees strike 1.
And my mind's going blank right now, but whoever's in the DP position.
Lily Myers.
Very likely Ada Richards can bat for her, because with those two, they're combined, they can do whatever they want. So he can make that switch without making a substitution.
Harvey sends a headache shot towards her dugout. Falls behind 0-2. I think the Strasburg dugout's a little loose.
I would say so. I would say so.
Young ready. Show offer. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 as Harvey is set down on 3 pitches. Another pinch hitter coming in for Maggie Richards. It's Sophia Seacrest. Seacrest, of course, has come in as a courtesy runner a couple times this game.
Pinch hitting for the Tigers, number 5, Sophia Seacrest. For the center fielder, number 43, Maggie Richards. Number 5, Seacrest, pinch hitting.
Seacrest in this game, Adam, come around to score a couple times as she comes in as the courtesy runner for, I'm going to mess this up, she was the courtesy runner for Spidell.
She was. Yes, she was.
So she's come around to score, well, actually, 4 times.
Yeah, a lot of the Tigers have scored. Your book, it looks like a piece of art now.
I'm trying to keep up to it as much as possible. Strike 2 to Seacrest. Falls behind 0-2. So the 0-2 count. Seacrest looking for a pinch hit base knock. And she'll foul it away. For Coach Spidell, Adam, going deep into his bench here, what really are you looking at as a coach at this point? You know, the game's well in hand. I know you want the experience level, but you're also looking for a few things from some of these bench players too.
Absolutely, because as this play looks like she's going to ground out there to the second baseman.
We'll get back to that thought after this. Big Z Sports will return. 21-0, Strasburg leads.
Willendale Golf Cart Sales is conveniently located right in the heart of Strasburg on North Worcester Avenue. They are your one-stop shop for easy-go vehicles, Textron off-road vehicles, and Cushman vehicles. Once you choose your cart, then the fun begins at Willendale as they have all the accessories to deck it out. Willendale Golf Cart Sales pride themselves in providing great customer service in their sales, parts, and service departments. To see all the great reviews and to learn more, find Willendale Golf Cart Sales on Facebook.
Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas. Kent State Tusk offers over 30 bachelor's and associate degrees. We have over a dozen athletic programs, including basketball and volleyball. Student life is diverse with over 20 extracurricular student clubs. Our nursing and technology programs are some of the most sought after in the area. Staying local is the most cost-effective way of obtaining your degree. Define your own success. Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas.
Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Front Street in Dover offers a menu full of house-smoked meats, including choices like ribs, chicken, steak, and pork. Sammy Sue's takes pride in knowing that everything on the menu is made fresh in their kitchen with the freshest ingredients. Sammy's also offers a variety of specials all week long, including the popular wing nights every Tuesday and Thursday. Find Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Facebook for a full list of daily specials and everything they have to offer.
Welcome back to the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio. As potentially we move to the bottom, or the final half inning, Strasburg 21-0 lead as they've dominated Manchester today in this regional semifinal. Camille Carter stands in for the Greyhounds. Falls behind 0-2. That time she foul tips it back into the glove of Sibla, strike 3. As, well, you know what, we won't mention it. Just
nope, don't want to mention it. But Amelia did a good job there. Those first 2 strikes were on the outside part of the plate. I was a bit surprised that third pitch, it kind of got to the middle part of the plate. It was a bit high, so it would have been even more challenging to hit.
Swung on and missed for Roberts. As, by the way, with all those pinch hitters who were in the game for Strasburg, everybody on defense back out to their positions they started at. So just some good at-bats, good experience for the Tigers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next delivery, swung on and missed again. Credit to the Strasburg faithful. Nobody has left this stadium.
No.
As they want to see their girls off with a regional semifinal win. Next offering from Spidell, strike 3 again. Again, as a reminder, with Strasburg having this game in hand, they will play the winner, they play the winner of the game previous, which was Portsmouth Notre Dame, who downed Newark Catholic 7-3. So on Friday, Strasburg, Portsmouth, Notre Dame, right here from Pickerington. And I've already got confirmation from the guy who's sitting beside me that we are going to be here for Friday.
Yes. Yep. You and Shannon Thomas will be on the call. And it'll be a little bit, it'll be a regional final game. And from the looks of Portsmouth, Notre Dame,
going to be a fun.
I think it's going to be a good game. Obviously, Strasburg's both teams are going to be riding pretty high coming into it, so it should be a good game.
One delivery was in the dirt, out of the zone. I noticed something, and I don't want to jinx her. I think it happened once today, but Sydney Sibla, the entire time that we have seen her do games this season from behind the plate, that ball that she had earlier in the game that went off her glove high, I think is the only time I've ever seen her let a ball get past.
Yeah, Sydney's very, very good behind the plate.
Popped up, foul territory, way back over our heads. Moves the count to 1-2. You know what we haven't had this year, Adam? Last year we had a couple of those that went straight up and hit us right off the roof, and quite the thud sound that comes in here.
Quite the thud. Definitely woke us up.
Spidell's ready. Her 1-2. Fouled away. We'll do it again.
Working the outside part of the plate again there, Nick. Trying to get that, Amelia trying to get one more punch out.
One more.
One more to add to her already impressive total.
Well, I'll have that for you momentarily. She tried the off speed, couldn't catch the zone. So right out, back in. Spidell's ready on the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Amelia Spidell with her 13th punch-out also means a perfect game for the Tigers ace in the regional semifinals against the Greyhounds of Manchester. What a performance for her on the mound. What a performance for the Tigers. They will walk away with the 21-0 victory, and will move on to the regional finals as they will be taking on Portsmouth Notre Dame. We'll do it for today's broadcast, brought to you by Altman Hospital and the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Stick around for your Kime post-game show. We'll talk a little bit about the game and, of course, award our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications return after this.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Synergy Signs and Graphics in Strasburg strives on being more than just an ordinary vendor. They strive to be a partner by offering their experienced staff with backgrounds in graphic design, marketing, branding, and much more. When choosing Synergy Signs and Graphics International award-winning service for your business needs, you'll be able to take comfort in knowing that your project was done to your specifications accurately and on schedule. To see all that Synergy Signs and Graphics can do for you, find them at synergysign.com.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
The Tigers Den Sports Shop in Strasburg is just that, your one-stop shop for local high school team apparel. With a large selection of shirts, sweatshirts, hats, beanies, coats, you can have it customized to be your school's biggest fan. Whether you need a single shirt or a team order, the Tigers Den Sports Shop in Strasburg has just what you need. For contact information, find them on Facebook.
Personal touch. We're your local guys for all your propane needs. You can count on us. We take pride in what we do and in serving you. TMK is the name you trust. All the way to TMK. Service with a personal touch.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
One thing every sports family knows is how crazy eating schedules can get. Well, let Papa John's of Uhrichsville and New Philadelphia handle the cooking. Papa John's offers a full menu including stuffed crust pizza, Papa Diaz, wings, cheese sticks, and so much more. See all that Papa John's has to offer by visiting papajohns.com and keep earning those Papa rewards. Papa John's of Uhrichsville and New Philadelphia. Just what you need for your busy schedule.
People are always asking, what is Cartoons? I hear that name on the radio all the time. Cartoons is a radio shop in New Philadelphia that specializes in tuning up your stereo system on anything you drive or ride. We tune up car tunes, truck tunes, boat tunes, motorcycle tunes, RV tunes, new and used vehicle tunes. We carry the best brands from Kenwood, Sony, Alpine, Pioneer, just to name a few. Cartoons also carries a full line of lighting accessories, backup camera systems, remote starts, or just need it installed? Give us a call. Cartoons on West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
We are Claymont High School students. Teenagers love a party, especially during prom and graduation season. Often alcohol is involved. Some parents think that hosting a teen drinking party in their home will keep the kids out of trouble.
While their intentions are good, it's illegal, unsafe, and unhealthy for anyone under the age of 21 to drink alcohol.
Did you know parents who host lose the most?
Here are the facts. If you make alcohol available at teen parties, you can be prosecuted.
This message brought to you by Claymont High School students, Empower Tusk, and the Adams Board of Tuscarawas and Carroll Counties.
Welcome into your Keim post-game show. The Strasburg Tigers dominate in a regional semifinal from Pickerington, 21-0 over the Manchester Greyhounds. What a performance all over the place for the Tigers. Hits all over the place. Batted through the order in one inning twice, and also in the first inning almost batted through as well. Now time to give away our McInturf Realty Player of the Game Award. I can't say you're probably that surprised given what we talked about as we went to our last break. It's starting pitcher Amelia Spidell. 13 strikeouts, Amelia. A perfect game. You were 2 for 2 at the plate, had an RBI, had 2 doubles, 2 walks. I don't know what else you could have possibly done. Just a phenomenal performance for you. And first of all, coming in here, did you feel a little bit different, I guess, maybe coming into this kind of matchup?
No. I mean, we just all came in here really focused and ready to go, and I always come in here wanting to help my team in whatever way I can, and today was just a little bit more than others.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you have thrown a perfect game before?
I have not.
It wasn't,
I've had a couple no-hitters this year.
That's what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So first perfect game,
Yes.
Tell me about that.
It's so surreal. I mean, just with the Strasburg softball history, just coming in here and just like leaving my mark on this legacy is just really awesome.
Now, you guys, and I know you said it too after the game, you beat Conotton Valley 2-0 in the district championship.
Mm-hmm.
You guys weren't that happy with that performance. You were happy to get the win,
Yeah.
but you thought you could have done better.
Yeah.
Does this make up for it a little bit?
This does make up for it.
Now, looking ahead, you get Portsmouth Notre Dame next.
Mhm.
You guys played them last year, so
Yeah.
looking forward to that?
I am, yeah. It's going to be a good game. They're definitely going to come back. They're definitely going to come back hungry and ready. So
Absolutely. Well, Amelia, congratulations
Thank
again.
you.
What a performance. 13 strikeouts, perfect game, 2 for 2 at the plate. She did everything. I'm just going to leave it at the perfect game part, as that will wrap up our Keim post-game show. Again, Strasburg is victorious in the regional semifinal, moves on to play Portsmouth Notre Dame. Big Z Sports will be back here on Friday to bring you that regional finals action from Pickerington. For Adam and Claxon Communications, I'm Nick McWilliams signing off for now. Have a good night.
Thanks for listening to Big Z Sports. Tonight's game was presented by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, Altman Hospital, Wood Electric, Advancing Athletics, PAC Drilling, the Commercial and Savings Banks, W&M Commercial Roofing, Country Club Retirement Campus, Kent State Tuscarawas, and McInturf Realty. Follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. For the best coverage of high school sports, there is only one Big Z Sports.